Hey, you guys, welcome to Raven's Intuitive Reads. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I have shuffled all my cards. I'm going to start the timer I'm going to do general, love, and advice, and it's going to be 5 minutes each read because I have like 1,000 reads I'm going to try to knock out today. Anyway, let's begin with general, okay? It's already shuffled, ready to go. Let's go. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and the highest twilight. What is it that the collective needs to know about at this time? We have Herald of Pentacles in the reverse. Hmm. Let's keep going. What else? What else? More. Queen of Swords. So right away what I get is that someone feels stagnated. Someone feels like they can't pursue their goals. And I feel like it's because they're being too hard on themselves, okay? Goals or ideals, something. I'm getting like a physical energy, like they're tapped out of their energy. They're so bogged down by something that they wanted to accomplish, or it's like they feel they are not where they should be, so they're angry and bitter towards themselves about it, perhaps. But let's keep going. Yeah, we got the Six of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is about self. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's like someone feels tapped out, like they're out of energy, out of power, so it's made them bitter. What else? Yeah, we got the Six of Swords. Look, it's time to move on from this feeling. I'm speaking to a man or a woman here that feels depleted, that feels like they're out of options, like they're lost and they can't go forward, so they kind of just gave up, and they're very cold towards themselves, potentially towards others. I'm really getting it's cold towards opportunities. It's like they kind of shut themselves off, turn themselves off from evolving from this feeling, this stagnation, because it's almost like, why try? We got the High Priestess here in the reverse and the Six of Cups in the reverse. It's like intuitively this man or woman knows, okay, that there's a lot about the past that's holding them back as well. And I'm getting it's a lot of not succeeding in something that's just tripped them up in it, and now they're in a spot of where they just don't want to move because they don't fucking like, ooh, wow, they don't see the point. It's bitterness to this feeling. They know better, and perhaps they're also keeping this to themselves. It's like they don't want people to see them feel this way, but it's exuding out of their energy because it's like they've given up. But they're being urged to move on from this feeling. Trust in the divine. They are going to carry you from this situation. You have to have a little faith. You have to carry yourself. It's like you have to have the willpower and the faith to push yourself from this momentum, right? So that the divine can carry you through it. Okay, so let's see what else. Yeah, wow. But see, it's like this powerlessness. You don't have to feel this forever, but that's concurrently what their energy is. Again, with the Six of Wands in reverse, you've suffered a great loss in your mind, perhaps an opportunity that you had your heart set on. And so, see, sometimes we are shown a path, right? And we are told to pursue this path with our intuition, with our heart, right? With our minds, and even spiritually, like we could feel intuitively that the divine is guiding us to this path, and that is indefinitely true. But sometimes, see, the divine doesn't give you the full picture. You have to step into that realm to get the full picture. You know what I mean? So, it, it, something happened when you stepped onto a certain path that is now deterring you from caring about stepping into another, but you got to trust the process, okay? Because everything that sometimes what you deem ideal isn't exactly what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it. It's like you think I'm on point A, and to get to point B, I and to get to point B, I'm to expect these things. I feel it and I know it. But this is like an exercise in testing your discernment and testing your strengths and building upon new strengths as well. If I'm making sense at all. So a loss is never a loss. It is only a road towards a victory as long as you don't give up on yourself. Perhaps it's a way to strengthen you in a different area that you wouldn't have seen if you hadn't have gotten on a certain path. Okay, and that path, whatever happened on it, you gave up. That wasn't the intended goal. That part where you gave up on is the part where you need to work your hardest at internally. Okay, why do you feel the need to give up? What is it within you that says, fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. That that path is what brought you to that point, and that is the point that God really wants you to hone in on, focus in on, and change within yourself. But only you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that made sense. I know I said that's look at this, the Ace of Wands upright. That's where your power lies, right there. Look, the power lies in the losses. Because once a loss incurs in your life, that's when you learn your greatest lessons. That's when you learn about yourself the most. And that's when you truly build character and strength. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And once again, look, the Six of Wands wants to stick out again. It's I'm telling you, you gain your greatest strength, your greatest divine following, like protection and guidance when you empower through the losses. Okay, for real. And that's on general. So pause. I know that went a little longer than 5 minutes, but I had to get that out. So excuse me. So we got 7:37. So again, collective, for those that are experiencing this feeling, I hope that you understood what I was saying because it's rough, you know. It's easy to give up, man. It really is. But trust me, your victory is through your losses. Don't give up on yourself. So now we move on to the love portion. Okay. Already shuffled. Oh, okay. Already shuffled and ready to go. For whatever reason, that really wanted to come out. So I'm going to split the deck and see what that was, right? Oh, it's a secret. There's something hidden about a situation in a love dynamic. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides advise by what does the collective need to know about their love life at this time? In love life, it could be about anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be relationships in general. Anything involving your love life, right? Okay, we got again with the coffin. I get this a lot. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. You're at a state, oof, from hold on, the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So you're transitioning from a very toxic situation, a toxic situation. Let me not. Hold on. From somebody that I feel like this is you. I feel like you're still transitioning from being codependent. All right. Hmm. From being codependent, fear of abandonment. Strong on that. Strong on that. Fear of abandonment. It takes a long time to train the mind to recalibrate oneself from being stuck in a state of mind where okay, maybe you were raised in very toxic situations, right? Or maybe you've experienced so many toxic relationships that it's all you know. I'm not sure, I can't remember the quote, but it's like when you've undergone so much strife and terror, right, in relationships, the recovery rate from that could take years, okay? So I'm speaking to somebody that is training their mind to alleviate themselves from being codependent, given the fact that it's upright. It's like there's still a fear there of being alone. So it's hard to not settle for something that isn't good for you out of that fear of abandonment. Overall, you have to be willing for your own sake to stand alone. Because I'm telling you right now, man, sometimes that period of aloneness, I don't even say sometimes. Well, it just depends on who it is. But really, truly, I know from experience. You take a long period of time being alone, okay? And you learn a lot about yourself in that period of time, okay? And you learn a lot about people. And the people that are meant to be in your life, they will either learn the lessons and recalibrate themselves to better fit your life. And then eventually they will come together with you and it will be a beautiful thing. Beautiful foundation can be built. Or they will stay as they are and good, good riddance. Because if they stay as they are, they don't change, they don't evolve, they weren't meant to be a part of your life anyway. You dodged a bullet. Okay, so I mean, really, aloneness is a beautiful thing because it teaches you many things about oneself and it also teaches you about the people before you, and it teaches them things about themselves as well. If they're meant to be in your life, I'm telling you, they will change. If they're not, they won't. And the bullet dodge from there, so don't be afraid to be alone. We got Tapote in reverse. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Mm. And then we have sunglasses upright and love upright. So someone can't move on from a situation of the past. This may be you. I'm sorry, but this may be you. You need to seriously step into yourself and truly love yourself enough to say, enough is enough. I don't need these patterns in my life. I don't need these types of situations in my life. I need me first. I come first before anyone, period. Because if you can't love yourself, you can't love others. I don't care what anyone says. I do not care what anyone says. That is the step for real. Because I'm telling you what, if you don't love yourself, then you will settle for anything and you will take abusive situations. I speak from experience. I don't put up with shit no more. I see a red flag and I let a motherfucker know. I'm gonna tell you what. And guess what? it's it's good to stand up for yourself instead of staying stuck on something that is unhealthy for you. Staying stuck on situations that are unhealthy for you, that make you weak, weak to yourself, and open and susceptible to abusive situations. Um, Man, out of fear of just not wanting to be alone, but also out of not truly loving oneself. So it's very important for you to seek oneness, okay? Find the things that you're passionate about. Tap into those things, you know, really tap into those things and envelop a relationship with yourself. Get to know thyself, okay? And get to know God, right? Nobody's a pillar of perfection, so it takes time, right? Nothing and no one is perfect but God, the divine, period. Archangels, you get it, all right? Um, don't stay stuck in the past, though. And don't gaslight yourself into staying in the past and thinking that you can't move on from this state of being. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you will. I think I'm done there. All right. So that was love. And and that was about oneself, honestly. 1448. I need water. I hope that made sense. Now, moving on with the advice. I almost said device. So something about a device. I don't know. You have a device. Something about a device. Hmm. It's maybe concerning a device of some sort. I'm not sure. But anyway, the advice from the divine. We got the Archangel Michael cards here and the Karma cards. My favorite two decks to mix together to use. Beautiful stuff. Um, so let's begin. Ooh, voice is getting craggy. 1539. All right, start. All right, divine angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest white light. What does the collective need to know? Wow. Okay. Okay. Right away. You have created this situation and you have the power to change it. So, taking accountability. What I feel like, huh, wow, okay. Forgive yourself for you've done nothing wrong. In the reverse. In the reverse. What is it that you've chosen to keep you in this situation where you feel stuck and bitter and unable to move? What is it that you've done to bring you to this point where you just decided to give up? I'll say it, but you can't blame God for it, and you can't blame everybody else for it. There's snakes in the room, and there's devils and all that jazz. But the will of the human is important. Okay, you could choose to fail yourself, or you could choose to evolve from something. I feel like this is dealing with codependency. Codependency to a person, a situation, an idea, a device, a substance, whatever. Don't hurt yourself behind it. Don't hate yourself behind it. Love and forgive yourself for it. You are not perfect. No one is perfect, man. I can't tell you. I've had these moments myself. We got to lift ourselves out of it. We have to believe in God to help us lift ourselves out of these things. Okay? Do not take accountability, if that makes sense. Double negative, but you have to see the fault in yourself as well as others around you. That's the only way to evolve. Okay, so many faults on my end for certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned to let go and forgive myself for that and change it. You can do the same. You have created this situation, whatever the situation is that's kept you in this negative energy. You have the power to change it. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in God. Now, let's see. We got Virgo. You could be a Virgo. You have Virgo in your chart. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but I feel this is more along the lines of you have the power to change something. It was 222 on my timer when I saw it. In order to serve others, this is like being a better version of yourself to better reflect upon others in a beautiful way, right? Do what you must do. The details of it's like the serving of others. You know what to do. You know the right thing to do from here on out. So instead of suffering oneself and staying in a pity party and being immovable, being unteachable, learn from your mistakes, own it, accept it, grow from it. There is not a single person in the world that is perfect. Don't you ever let anybody put you down for a mistake. It can be done by anyone at any time. And look, man, I'm going to tell you something about people that think they're perfect. Karma shows them and they get humbled. And I was one of those people too. Ain't nobody on the planet perfect. I'm going to say it again till my face turns blue. It's okay to fuck up. It really is. As long as you pick yourself up from it and learn and do better. I'm telling you right now, we got to explore your options. What are your options? Anything but the stagnation that you've been creating for yourself, staying in. It's time to move forward from that. You still have a life to live, and you're worth it. We got to spend more time outdoors. You're not, you got to put yourself out there. You got to love yourself enough to have the strength to do that. Push yourself out there and test the limits of oneself, man. Open yourself up to the world. Open yourself up to God. Open yourself up to nature. Get grounded. The time is now to explore your options and do more for yourself for the betterment of you and those around you. Okay. It was 11 when I just seen the timer. I'm at 8 seconds now. It's about to be done. I hope that this helped, guys. Trying to limit these reads and make them extra, quick and juicy to the point. So awesome. I am done here. I hope that this helped. Whew. All right. I love you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Stay awesome. Please, please don't forget you are worth every moment of change that you're willing to muster for yourself. You just gotta push through the bullshit to get there. Them negative thoughts don't belong to you. Them negative thoughts are projections from lower vibrational things that don't belong to you. You got life inside of you. That's a blessing. Own that life and do it justice. Give it, man, for real. Something about the left ear. All right. And again, no matter what your faults are, yes, every day is a new day. So, what are you going to create today? What are you going to create tomorrow? Today is messed up day and you caught my read late. Hey, whatever. What is tomorrow looking like? It's up to you to make it whatever beautiful shape it needs to be. Okay, so I love you guys. Stay blessed. Remember, you are blessed. Remember that you are worth it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.